Welcome. Today we're talking with Shondell Varcianna. She is the CEO and founder of Varci Media, providing content strategy, copywriting, and related services. Shondell, welcome and thank you for joining us at Credit Union Digest.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. All right, well, let's get started. Shondell, what are the keys to writing effective content?
Well, you want to focus on writing content that will resonate with your audience. So really you want to address pain points that they're having. So questions that they're asking, misunderstandings, complaints. You want to always have your target focused on what it is they're already talking about. So I'm big on saying be a part of the conversation that they're already having versus trying to think of what types of topics they want to know. Just be a part of the conversation by talking about what they're talking about. What questions do they have? What are they complaining about? How are they trying to get from A to B? If they want to buy a house, where are they right now? And what questions do they have in order to solve that problem and getting into that 4-bedroom, 3-bath house that they so desperately want?
Right. Good point. Thank you, Shondell. So how do credit unions identify those questions that their target audiences are asking so they can join those conversations?
Yeah, you want to be, so in order to be a part of what they're talking about, you've got to show up where they are consistently. So wherever it is they hang out, you need to find out where your target audience congregates. So, what social media sites are they on? Are they at meetups? Are they at conferences? Are they on forums? Because without showing up where they are consistently, you won't really know what it is they're talking about, and you won't really be able to build those relationships with them. So first thing you want to find out, if you're not sure who your target audience is, you've got to figure that out and then find out where they congregate. Where do they hang out? Where are they asking these questions? Who are they going to get this type of advice from? Because that's where you want to be consistently. So you could be addressing their questions and answering those questions that they have. So you could build relationships and create content based on that.
Great. Thank you, Shondell. So following along with those comments, now that I have the content from the targeted audience's questions, what do you advise credit unions on promoting their content?
So once you find out where they are, like let's say they are on, some social media sites, you want to show up on those same social media sites where they congregate and provide content there, because that's where they hang out and you've already figured out what questions they have, what they're complaining about. So now you go to those same places and you create content answering those questions, addressing those complaints, addressing those misconceptions that they have, because you'll know that content resonates with them because you've been hanging out where they are and you hear them asking those questions. So you want to provide the answer to those questions through your content. So the main thing with content is you want to address their concerns with your content, because over time, if you continue to answer their questions and address the concerns that they have, eventually they'll come to you and say, you know what, I need a mortgage, or I'm thinking about buying this house. Can you help me? So it's all about educating them and answering their questions that they have consistently. And then eventually they will come back and ask, because most people aren't buying a house with cash. They need a mortgage. So if you're educating them enough, eventually they will come and ask you some questions. And that's part of building the relationship.
Great. Shondell, thank you so much for sharing your insights with Credit Union Digest. Your approach to focusing on a credit union's marketing and sales content on their targeted audience's key questions is very powerful, but I suspect it still requires some expertise to be successful.
It does. It definitely requires, it's building relationships is really the key takeaway here. Is your customers have to feel like you know them very well. Even though you've got hundreds of thousands of customers, people don't want to feel like they're a number. And in order to make people not feel that way, you've got to know what they want and build relationships with them and provide them what it is they want through your content. And a good way to do that is by answering their questions and clearing up misconceptions that they have in order to get into that house or in order to buy that car that they want, whatever it is they want. Help them get there through your content.
Great. So in closing, thank you for joining Credit Union Digest. If you have additional questions for Shondell, please see the link in her bio.